Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. This is a CLA 45 AMG and that is a CLA 35 AMG. Now in this video we'll take a look at the differences between the CLA 45 and the 35. Take a look at the exterior features, the interior, and listen to the sound from the engine. In terms of pricing, the CLA 45 is $64,000, the 35 is $54,000. Both lovely CLA models. Now, if you're new to this channel, I create weekly Mercedes videos. Go right ahead, hit subscribe, and give this video a big thumbs up. Starting here on the left-hand side, we have the CLA 45. This is not an all-new CLA 45. There are previous models, previous years of this CLA 45. This CLA 45 has the AMG Night package, which offers you these high-gloss black elements around the air intakes. Also, if you look at the side profile, you can see you have the high gloss black elements around the windows and also have the black side mirror housings. Now that's the AMG Night package, side profile, and the front as well. Now the CLA 35 also has the AMG Night package because you have these high gloss black elements around the outer air intake, and also you have the black side mirror housings on this CLA 35. Notice the high gloss black element around the windows as well. Now that's the side profile and the front look at both of these CLAs. Now notice the other difference. This CLA 35 does not have the aero package as compared to the CLA 45 right there. But obviously you do have some aerodynamic elements, which means you have airflows right between the bodies here. You have two horizontal fins on the lower side of the bumper on the outer air intakes. Also you have this mesh, and also you have the high gloss black element on the lower lip of the CLA 35. You also have the AMG badging right here. You have a front facing camera right here, and also this car has the driver package, which gives you the active distance distronic systems which work with your radar technology up here on that driver package. Now coming to the left hand side, CLA 45, more aggressive front, large air intakes, and I've heard some comments this even looks better than the E63S 2020. Now notice the two horizontal fins out here, aero flicks on the side here. That is just gorgeous, magnificent. So if you want to get the CLA 45, I definitely recommend getting it with the aero package, which gives you more aggressive look on the car as compared to the CLA 35 right here. Other cool feature, you have differences in the headlamps. Now the CLA 45 has the multi-beam LED headlamps, and the difference is you have three bulbs on the inside of this multi-beam LED system. You have a single eyebrow at the top, okay, and also you have a smaller eyebrow right here. I'm gonna turn on the lights so you can see those differences. Obviously from this perspective you can actually really tell the major differences in those headlamps. That's the multi-beam LED lights. On the CLA 35, on this specific spec, it has the LED high performance. Obviously you just have one large bulb on the right hand side on the exterior. You do have one eyebrow at the top and one smaller one underneath. Now it says on the inside LED high performance. Now take a look at that difference. And then the CLA 45, you have adaptive high beam assist as well. That's why you have three of these guys here. Now that's the multi-beam LED lights. Another major difference, I don't know if you guys can see it, The CLA 45 has the Panamericana grille. This is the AMG specific grille, which has these vertical chrome slats on the AMG specific grille. Now the other difference is the perspective. It slopes on the outside in this fashion. You can see it's almost A-shaped in that design. Now if you take a look at the CLA 35, so you have a horizontal twin bar on the grille itself. This is not an AMG specific grille, and you can see this chrome element. So you have a twin bar across the grille itself, and the front facing camera is right on top of the Mercedes star, and it's actually very large. You can see that. Now those are the differences at the front between the CLA 45 and the CLA 35 right here. Other features, you have sensors on the exterior of the lower part of the bumper as well as the grille itself. Both have the AMG badging on the left hand side. Now tell me guys in the comments which of these two CLAs you love. I bet you most of you guys will pick the CLA 45 because of the more aggressive nature, the Aeroflix. And the other cool feature, you have power domes on the hood of the car. When I say power domes, these are the small raisings on the hood, which gives it a more aggressive look. That's the 45. The 35 also has the power domes as well. Now the CLA 35 is a 2-liter inline-4 turbo engine producing 302 horsepower with 295 pound-feet of torque. And this is the 2-liter inline-4, the world's most powerful 4-cylinder engine in production. Now, love the single red stripe on the engine cover. It says AMG right here. And also love the single AMG bar right here for your engine. Now this is the CLA 35. The CLA 45, even more powerful, 382 horsepower with 354 pound-feet of torque. Different style, that's the turbo right here. Also the AMG bar right here. And AMG inscription, handcrafted by Stefan, Mercedes-AMG Germany. Stefan did a fantastic job on this 2-liter inline-4 producing 382 horsepower. Now that's the engine, and those are the differences between the CLA 45 and the CLA 35. Now let's do a cold start on the CLA 35. Listen to how it sounds. Let's give the CLA 45 a cold start and let me know what you guys think about the sound from both of these CLAs. The other major difference is the CLA 45 has the Turbo 4MATIC Plus. It's more aggressive, more dynamic. That's the Turbo 4MATIC Plus. Now the Turbo 4MATIC is just all-wheel drive all the time, which is what this CLA 35 has. Now another cool feature, both of these CLAs have the panoramic sun glass roof at the top, which is black in color. Let's take a look at the rims. They have different style rims. These are AMG specific rims on the 35. Now the CLA 45 has a new rim design. These are twin 5-spoke rims. Now the size on these tires is 255/35 R19. These are 19-inch rims. It has the silver brake calipers. I've heard some comments about the design of the wheel itself. People don't like this lip on it right here, but I think it's a cool design. Let me know what you guys think about those rims. These are 19-inch rims. Taking a look at the CLA 35, it's sitting on 235/40 R18 18-inch rims. Also AMG specific rims, silver brake calipers with the AMG branding, twin 5-spoke rims. The front brakes are perforated for that maximum stopping as well as cooling of these brakes. Notice how cool that Turbo 4MATIC Plus inscription looks on the side of it. You do have the high gloss black insert on the side of the car right here on both of these. Now that's the CLA 45. Love that element on the lower part of the car on the CLA 35. Now let's take a look at the rear. As I've heard from the previous videos and the comments, people love the rear of the CLA 45. Definitely more aggressive. It has the quad exhaust system. This is the AMG Performance exhaust. It has 4 tailpipes compared to the 2 tailpipes on the CLA 35. Also has more aggressive elements and features. You have the black rear spoiler, which is affixed to the trunk right here. But they do have similar style tail lights. These are LED tail lights. You have the CLA 45 inscription on the right hand side and the CLA 35 on the other side as well. Take a look. You have this white spoiler on the CLA 35. I think it still looks very cool on the rear as well. Check out the rear diffuser. It does not have, one of the key differences is this rear diffuser does not have, there's a lower piece which goes underneath here on the CLA 45, and I'll show you guys, and it's because of the aero package. This one has the aerodynamics package, and this is the perspective on both of these CLA. Take a look. They both have AMG branding, and then the Mercedes emblem is also your trunk opener. Decent sized trunk on both of these CLAs. I'll go back to the CLA 45. Same, the Mercedes star is your trunk opener on the CLA 45. Absolutely gorgeous LED taillights. Look at that, guys. And also on the 35, it looks magnificent as well. Now, the only thing I don't like about these trunks is they don't have the electronic trunk close, which is a real bummer. And if you want to close the lid, you just gotta pull it down just like that. Now that's the rear look on both the CLA 45 and the CLA 35 here. Okay, so that's the exterior of the CLA 35. Let me know, guys, what you think in the comments. And here's the CLA 45 as well. Now let's take a look at the interior of both of these CLAs. Now this is the CLA 45. You'd have the circular air vents. You have 3 at the center and 1 on either side. You also have the AMG Performance steering wheel. Now the CLA 45 has the sport knob right here. And taking a look at the interior of the CLA 45, this one has the sport knob right here, which allows you to change your dynamic select. So you can go from Sport Plus, which is the current mode, go up to Sport, Comfort, Individual Mode, and Slippery. Now this one has the Sport knob. You can see the Slippery mode has a snowflake as the icon. Individual mode, it's an eye. And the C for Comfort, Sport, and Sport Plus. Now this is the Sport look. Now let's go ahead and give this car a cold start and see how it sounds. Now we'll go ahead and do a cold start on the CLA 45, and to do that you want to make sure your dynamic select is on Sport Plus, which allows the car to start at a higher rev. I'll give it a start. And that's the that's a cold start on the CLA 45. So that's a major difference. CLA 45 has these sport knobs on this AMG Performance steering wheel right here. Also, You have touch pads on either side which controls the displays. This is for your center display on the right hand side. These functions here are for your instrument clusters on the left hand side. Now let's get rid of that menu. You can look at the Super Sport design, and that's the Super Sport design. Has a ton of options. As I move, that menu option changes as well. Now that's a real quick look at the interior, the MBUX system on this CLA 45. Now this is fully touchscreen. You have your phone menu, which allows you to connect up to 2 devices. This is your contact list, which means you can click on this icon and just type and find a contact if it does exist. Going back, you can also connect to the car, MBUX, and Bluetooth. Let's go back. That's the phone menu. Navigation system. You do have traffic, parking, highway information, advanced options, which allows you to change your map orientation to 2D heading up, or 2D north, or 3D. And this allows you to change your orientation on your map. Really cool map. Also has augmented reality, which is a pretty cool feature. So you have AR on this car as well. Now let's go back to home. Radio, which is your entertainment. You know how that looks, just basic sound and satellite radio as well. Media, you can connect Bluetooth, USB as well, and add a new device. And a ton of options for your Burmester speaker system. CLA 45 has a Burmester speaker system. There is a speaker system right here, and there's one right here. Sounds amazing. If you want to get this car, make sure you have the Burmester speaker system. You can adjust your bass, your mid, your treble. And also, if I go back, sound focus, which means either the front passengers or the rear passengers get the most sound. Going back to home, you have comfort, which is your seating kinetics, which means you can adjust the contour of the seats. Ambient lighting is also controlled from here. You have the color selections. I think I'll switch to red, and it changes just like that. Going back home, AMG performance, which means if I start the car, you can see the metrics on the engine and consumption and things like that. So that's your, let's go back. I'm in the showroom. I can't really leave the car on for too long. Now, engine allows you to see your performance and your torque. Vehicle allows you to see how your car is performing. Fuel consumption is over here, and that's your dynamic select options. Now, settings for the car, you have a ton of packages on this car. You have traffic sign assist, active brake assist, attention assist, and blind spot assist as well. So tons of driver packages on this car. Vehicle, you can adjust your seat adjustment, your rear view camera, acoustic lock, which means your car can, the steering wheel can adjust itself as you walk in or walk out. We've looked at the light system, and then designs and displays. Very, very cool feature. At the touch of a button, you can actually change the design. Right now it's on sport. Let's set it to super sport, which allows you to change all your displays with a touch of a button. This one has the leather interior on the CLA 45. And your rear passengers, rear seating, that's your rear seating. 3 adults can sit here very comfortably. You have black safety belts. Also, this car has Frameless doors, you can see the frameless door design on the CLA 45. Now let's take a look at the CLA 35. I'm gonna go to the other side. And take a look. Has a very cool spec interior, red leather with the dynamica with red stitching right here. Love these window controls, and that's the back seating on the CLA 35. Similar size, can sit 3 adults in the back. You have black seat belts. You have car seat hooks on either side, and also have a Burmester speaker system right there with the ambient lighting. And this is a look on the other side. So pretty cool design on the CLA 35 back passenger seating. Now, there are no sport knobs on this CLA 35. Now that's a big difference from the CLA 45 right there. And then on the CLA 35, you have this branding right here, this design AMG. The other one does not have that as well. Now let's close the door and take a look at the interior real quick. So that's one of the major differences. You don't have sport knobs down here. So if you have an extra $10,000, I would suggest the CLA 45. This is also a fun car to drive, don't get me wrong, but some people just want to have the sport knob and all the convenience of that. Now let's take a look at the interior. This is also the MBUX system on the CLA 35. All this display is actually touch screen, but you can use these controls right here to control the navigation of the menus. So let's look at the menu options on the MBUX system. You can use this trackpad to move either left or right. Now you have your phone menu, which allows you to control up to 2 devices, and your contacts. Also, this allows you to write. If you're driving, you just use it. You can also use the trackpad down here to enter the options for your contacts. So you don't only have to use the touch screen, you can actually, as you drive, just use the touchpad down here. Let's go back to home. You also have the navigation system, which is also similar to the CLA 45. You can go to your menu options and set this to either 2D or just regular orientation. Right now it's on 2D. You can use that function right there. Another cool feature, similar, is the radio FM. That's pretty standard. Going back, you have media, which allows you to connect your Bluetooth as well as USB. You can add your device and also change the equalizer on the Burmester speaker system, your balance, your fade, your sound focus. You can also allow different sound profile, which is pure sound and surround sound, which sounds amazing on this car. Going back to home, you can go to comfort. Similar features, seat kinetics, ambient lighting as well. You have up to 64 colors on this system. Let's go back to home. You have the truck pace. This CLA 35 has the AMG truck pace, which says use this on race trucks only. You make sure you don't want to do that, which allows you to set your telemetry. If you have different drivers, you have P1, P2, P3, and so on and so forth. Shows you how to record your telemetry as you drive the car. Let's go back to, you also have AMG performance, which you can use the dynamic select options from the dynamic select button right here. Center console, also the same features, same design. You have your dynamic select, parking, surround system parking. If I turn it on, favorites, map, radio telephone, and your dynamic select allows you to change the different modes. You have sport, comfort, individual mode, and slippery mode, and those are your driving modes. Also have your vehicle, same as the CLA 45. You can look at different metrics on the car as you drive, how hard you brake, how you corner. You also have the AMG performance as well as the engine torque data. Also look at the consumption of your car, which is your MPG, and how aggressive or how different styles of driving. So all your metrics are right here. Now let's go back. You have your settings, vehicle settings. You have quick access. This car has semi-autonomous driving, which is this icon right here. As long as you press that button, allows you to set autonomous driving on and off. You have lane keep assist, then camera and parking, traffic assist, active lane keeping assist, active brake assist, attention assist, active blind spot assist, active lane change assist, and route based speed. So tons of active packages, active driver packages on this CLA 35. Auto seat adjustment, depending on whether you're tall or short, you can adjust your seat adjustments, seat belts, and acoustic locks. Designs and displays. One of the features I love on this CLA 35. So we can go into designs and displays, and the one that I love is the Super Sport, which allows you to change your entire orientation, gives it a more sporty looks, more deep reds, deep yellows, and so on and so forth. So that's how you change your designs and displays. So both of these CLAs 35 and 45 have designs and displays. This is just a feature of the MBUX system. Now I do have a video very detailed which goes into most of these features on the MBUX system. Make sure you check it out. Now take a look. That's the Super Sport theme on this car. Again, circular air vents. You have driver memory seating. You have 3 air vents at the center. You have 1 on the other side. Passenger memory seating 1, 2, 3. Love this feature at the front here. The 45 does not have it, but I think it looks amazing with the red contrast stitching. You have MB text, and everything is pretty solid in here. There is nothing of poor quality. I love this upper dash. It's very rubbery. It's a rubber material, very good quality. I mean, now the only thing I'm not a major fan of is the black lacquer trim on the center console. This is literally a fingerprint magnet, so you have to clean this a lot. The center console is just high gloss black lacquer trim. Center console has storage right here. Also have USB-C charging port inside. 2 cup holders over here with the NFC charging down here. Climate control systems are also found underneath right there. Now that's the CLA 35. Love these seats. Now let me know what you guys think about the seat design with the Dynamica, which feels like Alcantara, very good material. You have the AMG Performance steering wheel, not as aggressive as the other AMG Performance steering wheel with the spot knob on the CLA 45. Light controls are down here. You also have frameless doors on this CLA 35. Now that's the interior look on the CLA 35. Now that's a brief look at the CLA 35 and the CLA 45. If you like the video, give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to this channel for weekly Mercedes videos. Check this out, boys. CLA 45. Let's go for a drive. And you're pretty tall, so there's no memory seating yet. Parking brake. Sport Plus. Man. Oh boy. It lets loose quick, even without, and so responsive actually.
Yeah.
It feels a different type of style. I mean, the steering wheel feels like it's pulling it whichever direction you want to go.
The faster you go, the tighter the steering gets.
Oh, I can feel that. I mean, so if I'm going slower, it's not as tight. It's very loose. This is an AMG to get. I think it drives different than the 35 for sure. I mean, it's like, could probably take this guy pretty quick.
Yeah.
Wow. Let's change this telemetry. I think you have the other dial, which still AMG. Let's see how this one. Yeah, definitely loose. I don't want you to pour all your drink on yourself. I just love the steering wheel, man. It's very compact. It's not. I'm gonna open this guy and hear it. But the wind, though, let's see. It is tight. I mean, wow. For 19-inch rims, it's so that's pretty much Sport Plus. Let's go to Sport. It's not as responsive, but this is boring comfort. Individual and slippery. Man, I'm on a high right now. I don't know what's going on. Like it's.
This was the one you wanted, wasn't it?
Oh my gosh.
Hard, still, and candy.
Yeah, that. Looks good. Man, it is. Look at those LEDs though. Yeah, it's surprising what they can do with such a small engine. Wow. It's good, it's good. Because it kind of moves with the horizon. Like right now, it's actually just sounds amazing.
I know, right?
It's amazing what they can do. A neat little hideout back here. Wow, that's okay, let's go in and see. You can actually hold it.
Yeah.
We should go back the other way. I think.
You can go either way. Yeah, that's a little tough to hold, huh?
It actually is gonna maintain the landscape however you want to go. Oh. Man, this sounds.
Yeah, let's turn the heater off and you can hear it a little better. Just click it down a few knots.
Feel the crackles.
Yeah.
If you just stop once, it's gonna focus.
Nice.
Look at that.
That's cool.
That is literally one gear. You cannot even feel the shifting of the gears at all. It's very smooth. And it's actually very solid. As you go faster, it sort of tightens up. I should probably buy this.
You should.
This is.
I love this interior. It's sweet.
It's got like a